Corruption undermines the value of education to our kids. It goes by different names, be aware. A dear friend told me that his teenage son was refusing to go to school and would prefer to go straight into business. So I offered to chat to the younger lad when I had an opportunity. I want to make a lot of money, the younger man told me confidently and emphatically. Even now, I'm already making money, he added. Look at my watch. How many people at university have this kind of watch? I listened and let him talk. It was clear as he spoke that in his mind he had a clear image of people who make money in his community. These rich guys, as he put it, had powerful contacts in government. They came from particular tribes and so were related to the right guys. Business to him was access to the public purse. He told me about how people were making dizzying amounts of money on public tenders, and as if to convince me to join him, he said, Mr. Masiwa, it is easy to make money if you know the right people and if your own people are in the right position. I listened. Take so and so. He got a tender from his cousin who is in charge of so and so. This guy does not know anything, but guess what? He made a lot of money, and you want me to rot in university? I listened. Right now, our own people are in charge of the country after the recent elections, he said. So this is the time to make money. I cannot waste time. Your own people? I quizzed. Yes, the new minister is from our area. He has promised to make things happen. So the country is not your own as well? I asked quietly. Those other tribes don't care for us when they are in power. We all know this. So education does not matter? The guys making money nowadays have no education. He laughed. Look at this guy. He just got himself a brand new BMW. He dropped out of school. Finally, he laughed. Mr. Masiwa, I can even be called doctor, just like you, because there are people who can arrange that if you have money. Africa, listen. Corruption undermines the values of our children. If our children grow up to believe that education does not matter, that instead it is those who know someone from somewhere rather than those who know something that get ahead, then no amount of shouting about corruption will end it. Never put your tribe and its interests above that of the rule of law or your nation. We prosper only when our whole nation prospers, and that's only possible if we are able to properly incentivize those who value education and the skills it brings, proudly and unapologetically. Everything this young man said was total hogwash, but sadly, around the continent, we have allowed our value systems to be so tainted by corruption that we fail to see the nation state beyond our villages and tribes. Tribalism is a form of corruption. It is corruption of the worst kind. We cannot elect leaders just so that our own tribe or village can prosper. Corruption of this kind and all others can and will destroy our children, our families, and our countries with it. As parents, it is our job to inculcate the right value system into our kids, including about education and its power. Fred Swanika's African Leadership Academy website cites these values which guide their work. Integrity. We are people of our word with the courage to do what is right. Curiosity. We challenge the status quo and take the initiative to pursue new ideas. Humility. We are thankful for opportunities and are aware of our limitations. Compassion. We empathize with and care for those around us. Diversity. We respect all people and believe that difference should be celebrated. Excellence. We set high standards for our own achievements and celebrate the achievements of others. Say you decided to put together your own Lioness Mom or Lioness Dad website. What values would you highlight? Let's talk. I was through with that young man. He decided to go back to his studies. I was able to show him that everything he was seeing was just a delusion. I even showed him that people with the real worth around the world don't look anything like the folks he has been admiring. We must encourage all our children, boys and girls, to get all the quality education they can and use that education to develop skills. After the skills, they can get all the types of jobs they want. Some will be entrepreneurs, some will be public servants, some will have careers no one has yet imagined. It's all good as long as it is legal and not harming anyone or anything. Reflection on corruption. Every year I try to come back to this theme of corruption, and this year is no different. One thing I have observed over the years is that corruption is not sustained simply by the greed of those who commit corruption, but also by three other things. 1. Fear by those who see it happen. There is no corruption which goes unnoticed by someone who did not even benefit and he knew that it was wrong. 2. Indifference by those who see it and decide it is none of their business. 3. Although most of us are all sick and tired of corruption, we are all looking for someone to fight it on our behalf. And therein lies the problem. We must stop looking for someone else, but each one of us must become that someone. This is hard because it will call for personal sacrifices, which might result in loss of what you have. Someone complained to me that they did not see the point of education because a friend who studied at university had gone without a job. Personally, I think education is too important to be seen as simply the means to get a job. Think about it. Which would you prefer to be? Uneducated and unemployed, or educated and unemployed? I consider my formal education as one of the greatest gifts I was ever given. I consider my daily education as one of the great joys of my life. To paraphrase the wisest king that ever lived, with all your gettings, get education for understanding. Peace.